haven't talked about Jump Force in a while. There's been quite a bit of news, and I think a lot of people, since I've been getting hit up on Twitter and a little bit on the YouTube saying, hey, Panda, what do you think about who's going to be in this game and who exactly what's going on with this game? And there's been reasons I haven't been talking about this, but I guess now it's apparent because I want to talk about at least some of the news that we've been getting recently of this game, and I will talk about its controversy and what's really been one thing especially that's been bugging me with this game as well for a little bit. But for the people that don't know, we've had quite a bit of a roster increase since last time. Mainly the fact that we are going to be talking about some of the new characters that got announced on there. For people that don't know, Sanji, Marshall D. Teach, like Sabo is going to be in this game. We do already know about like Ichigo, Ruki, and Aizen, and we have some gameplay showing on them. Gon, Hisoka, Killua, and Kurapika are going to be showing up, so that's 4 characters right there for the Hunter x Hunter roster. Including from Togashi's other work on there, we are going to be having Yusuke and Toguro from Yu Yu Hakusho, and I will say that, like, out of the, because there are quite a few returning characters. Like, Hisoka was a support character in J-Stars, so it's interesting that he finally has a move list. Kurapika is completely brand new. Same thing with, like, Sanji, Blackbeard, I imagine is going to be playing a lot like, from what the footage, it looked like it's playing a lot like, Burning Blood. Like, yeah, kind of just so much you can do, and same thing with Sabo. However, though, there is news as well that the other new character is, of course, you guys, because you've got to create a character, and the character that they showed off looked fucking awful. It was like this really badly looked, like, Mikasa head Luffy, female Luffy, and it just looked like, when I looked at it, I was like, oh, that looks fucking terrible. Like, so I look forward to the abominations that people are going to be creating, and that's another thing, is this art style, and especially the stiffness of this entire look of this game. Not only because, again, this is personal opinion, and maybe I have been completely spoiled by recent fighting games recently, looking at you Arc System work with your gorgeous Dragon Ball fighters, and just even Street Fighter V, which looks really clunky still to this day. I think this game looks fucking hideous, and I gave it the benefit of the doubt when it first came out. Like, okay, maybe that's really early footage. And like, then we heard this, like, this art style was particularly chosen, this like base Unreal 4 looking stages and shit that we've got on there. This was chose to appeal more to a Western audience, but with like some of the, like, the Hunter x Hunter character, Kurapika, Killua look fucking awful, and that is someone that likes those characters, and like Kurapika has these really creepy, like, these eyes are, and I know like people make fucking jokes about the anime eyes and everything like that, but his fucking eyes are the same size, like they're like they take all the way to his fucking, like, his head here, all the way down to his cheeks, and they look fucking horrifying. Killua looks like malnourished, like just shitty look. Like, he looks like bony skeleton looking thing on there. And it's just like, when you've ever seen like any of the supers, and I'm like, you look at like, I'm even thinking about this, like comparing like to like Xenoverse 2 kind of models, and like, it's just that there's no real motion, or there's not a lot. The characters like just look really stiff in gameplay. Like, and I don't hate every character in this style. I actually think Ichigo, Rukia, and Aizen look fine. I think the Bleach characters probably came out the best from this. Even Yugi, like, Yugi looks fine in this game, which was another character that got announced, which I was like, oh shit, he's an actual playable character, because we knew that Light and Ryuk were going to be in the game, and they were NPCs, which also as well, there's an original story for this game as well. It's going to be as nothing as the J-Stars one, but bonus thing is like, hey guys, we've got Akira Toriyama doing some original designs for the villains, and like this commander dude, and like some navigator that is called Navigator, so love the original name. Another thing is, we've got a season pass, of course we fucking do. I wasn't happy when Fighters announced it, and that there were 8 fucking characters, and my boy was on the fucking last one to come out, looking at you, Cooler. 9 characters are fucking locked in this season pass. Now, I'm not gonna lie, that is annoying enough as it is, that it's that many fucking characters. I know people are gonna be like, well, you get more out of it, and it's like, no, don't forget how, like, Bandai and the rest of them, how they fucking work with this. Like, these characters are done, like, or at least parts of their animations and movesets are done in advance. They already know who they're going to be having in this game. It is already set in stone who are going to be in these characters, and they will be fucking, they will be data hacked into there, so we will know who the fuck these characters are. That is, I still even think 8 was much the fighters. It was mediated by the fact that they had 2 of them releasing at once. But that is a little, like, that is legit half a roster there. Like, normally in a 16, like, you know, I know, especially with J-Stars, where it's like, this is a multitude of characters clashing, and I fucking feel it in my soul that characters I know and love obviously are not going to make this cut, and also the ones I know, because again, this is the problem as well. Apart from probably the only character I'm legit interested in trying in this game is probably, it's weird to say, Sanji. Like Sanji, Sabo, and maybe like Ichigo are like the only 3 characters it's weird when J-Stars came out, I was like, yeah, give me all this roster. I want the Joe-Stars, give me my boy Gintama, I have a Pocket Suna, Seiya, and I'm like, okay, I'm fine with all the, like, you can definitely tell where all the bias love is going towards, you know, looking at you, One Piece, looking at you, Hunter, on there. You can tell that it's like, they really want these characters, this roster in there, and it's like, again, there was some weird picks in J-Stars as well, but it's like, you've got characters like Suna, Madaka in there, like, even the support characters, some of them are a little bit weird in there, and I'm like, there are so many other characters that, like, I think, like, you're adding 2, like, again, I'm fine with the 2 representatives of the series. I'm surprised even that we got Ichigo, Rukia, and Aizen, and I think, honestly, Rukia made it just because they had the fucking assets from fucking J-Stars. Like, I generally think that, and it's like, I would love to, again, Gintama has not been announced yet in this game, who was one of my favorite characters to play, was Gintoki, and I think a lot of us want to see someone like Takatsuki, or Kagura with maybe Shinpachi involved. Like, I want some weirdos in this game, and so far, there has been no other, like, again, like, I'm pretty sure, like with Deku, maybe All Might are going to be introduced. I'm sure that they're probably going to get, from how it looks like, they're probably going to get 3 representatives. We don't know if they're going to be DLC, because that'll be a way to people to fucking pick up the DLC for the most part, with the season pass. Black Clover has not had anything yet, which, regardless, I think we are going to be getting these characters and all that, because they're mainstays at Jump at the moment. I would like other characters, I would like to see other people getting a little bit of the representation, but it's just like, again, I wish this game had a different art style, because it puts me off this game so fucking much. Again, like, J-Stars was not a looker. It looked like a late PS2 game for the most part. It didn't look pretty at all, but even still, you could be like, you can kind of forget it because it was like made on cheap, and it's like, this is being presented as a really big thing, and again, like, it's just from the footage and everything, I don't know, maybe it's just because I played a shit ton of J-Stars with my buddies. Like, I loved playing that game. Like, again, it was just a fucking button masher, and there were infinites with Luffy, and I think as well Sasuke had one. I think it was him. I think it was the most busted characters I remember was Luffy, Vegeta. I think Toriko had an infinite in that game, which again is kind of shocking because I actually liked playing, as much as like I'm not the biggest Toriko fan, I loved playing Zebra in that game because Zebra's the coolest fucking thing out of that series. So I definitely had like playing him a lot, but it's like, again, I think maybe it's just because none of my characters are in this yet and all that. Like, apart from like the new Ichigo design, and like he's got a different moveset on there, and I think the stiffness, like there is going to be a beta, and that's going to be my kind of decisiveness. But considering that like with the band, like with Shinobi Strikers is, I'm sorry, but I think that game's fucking trash. But like I couldn't stand it for a second, and that was like after like seeing a bunch of like kind of the anime games that come out recently, and I've been very mixed for the most part with most of these games, and I've been like, I don't know, like, I was kind of hoping Jump Force would be that one where it's like, yeah, no, but we got this one, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to be sticking to fighters for now, for the most part, or T7 for the most part, or heck, I'll just jump back to some Blaze Blue if I'm like getting real desperate on there for some games on there. But I'm kind of curious to see if anyone else is feeling this way, because I know a lot of people are miffed about the art style, but I'm kind of curious to see as well if how people are with the game and some of the characters. Again, I think 9 fucking characters, and you know why it's that many characters is because these get like they're. From even looking from the characters, you can tell they are pretty simplistic. They're going to be having lights, they're going to be having heavy attacks, they're going to be having like specials, and they're going to be having the ultimate. It's like there's not too much. Like I can see it like exactly how the J-Star system was, where it's like you had your up circle, you had your kind of standing one, you had your aerial one, you had like I believe it was like R1 circle as well, because I remember that's always saying it's fucking grab, and that was the best shit ever. So overall and all that, like it was pretty much like apart from that, like again, like that game had problems, but it was fun to play. It was a very relaxing game. And I hope at least Jump Force is something like that, or at least brings me back that kind of passion. But so far, like I feel like just a lot of things have been against it at the moment, and I hope proves wrong. But seriously, if there is one thing, I would even trade in one of the characters I want. Like, or no, I would trade in like a good 3 characters in this game so we could fix this fucking art style, because again, it just fucking woof. It looks ugly as fuck. Like there's no defending this art style at all, like on there. And I know some of you guys are like, oh, it looks fine, but to me it's like this looks fucking hideous. So I hope they do change it. So we'll see what's going on soon and all that. But who else do you want in this game? I'm very curious. I think some of the new boys should get in there. I definitely think My Hero, like Asta. I think especially it makes more sense. So let's get some of the old classics. Let's get Kenshiro back in this game. Jojo. Can we have Josuke? If not, I will be fine with Giorno. It would make sense if they want to advertise certain series. I think I feel bad. I forget his name. The Kimetsu no Yaiba guy. His series is coming out soon, so it makes sense there. Yuragi no Yuna is happening, so maybe get him as like an NPC or support. I mean, Hinata, like in there, like get him around there. Let's have the Haikyuu guys roaming around. It would be fun. Like, especially it's like I think so far we've had all current reps of the magazine, while like J-Stars was more of a celebration for like just all of the stuff in the magazine. It's like, let's have some old comers in here as well. Let's have some interesting choices in here that you wouldn't expect. I mean, it's not gonna happen, but I'd love if the fucking Nura was in there. Like, so give me some interesting. Or look, there's no Ogre, there's no Medaka. Like, they had interesting choices there, like in this one. But so far, it's like, let's just stick to the ones that we know and love and all that. I think the only ones that like classic old characters have been like the NPC of like Light and Ryuk, and I share like, even though Naruto ended recently, I think it's just been the Dragon Ball characters which were fucking apparent that they were going to be appearing in there, and Hakusho. So it's interesting that it's only those characters, and they came, all of them, like Goku, Frieza, Vegeta, Yusuke, Toguro, they all came from the last game. So I wasn't shocked really when it's that they were in there, but I'm happy that they are, because I fucking love Yu Yu Hakusho is amazing. So like, I'm happy they're in there. It's just like, let's have some different people in here. Like, let's have some different Dragon Ball characters, or like, let's have it like, you know, other people in there. Like, but you know, we've got some newcomers in here, like Zoro and Sanji and Saba. Like, pretty much everyone like got like from like the One Piece side. Like everyone apart from Luffy and all that are all new characters for the most part. And like, same thing can be said with Ruki is technically new, so, and he's Soka and Kurapika. So like, we are getting like new characters that weren't in J-Stars, or some of them were just assists only. It's just, I want to see some, you know, give me something, some interesting like picks in this game. So that's all from me though. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys though next time.